So hi, this is Dana Probert, Technical Marketing Manager for Civil Engineering, and I'm going to show you a little bit more detail about moving pipe networks from Civil 3D to the new storm and sanitary analysis using that .stm file, that storm sewers export. So I have a catch basin here just to double check on what type of part it is from Civil 3D. So it's a slab top cylindrical structure. And what I need to do next is go to the Settings tab and determine my migration settings, my import-export settings. So if I right-click on Pipe Network and go under Storm Sewers Migration Defaults, it's going to say when I import this STM file, how is it going to treat that object? What is it going to turn it into? And on the export panel, same thing going the other direction. So for example, when I export a rectangular end section, I don't want it to be a manhole circular, over in storm sewers or over in storm and sanitary analysis. I want that to be a head wall. So you'll want to check the user's guide out. If you're using the storm sewers product, you want to check the user's guide out for storm sewers and Civil 3D. If you're using the new storm and sanitary analysis, there's an excellent section towards the end that has a lot of detail about how things are treated, what you'd want to assign things to. So I'm just going to quickly go through and make all my head walls, and remembering that that structure, that catch basin structure out in the drawing, I want to make sure that particular type of structure gets assigned to be a grate inlet. So also the parts list used for migration means when it's bringing pieces in, what parts list is it going to look at to find how I want those structures shown. So that parts list determines style and those type of things. So it wants to know what parts list to use. So I'm going to go ahead and export all my pipes. I just picked a pipe, the contextual ribbon came up, storm sewers export, name my file. It's going to call it Park Network. It's like a ballpark. Literally a ballpark, like where kids play baseball. And then back over in storm and sanitary analysis, which is, former Boss StormNet, now improved to be an Autodesk product. Here's the log file that lets me know how it treated everything upon import. And I'll switch over to Plan View and find that same catch basin and pipe area here. So I can see that it treated the junction there properly, and I have inlets there for my catch basins. If I double click on it, it's going to come in and I can see all of the intelligence that it could get from Civil 3D in the .stm file. It did apply. So I have my inlet ID is the same name that I had over in Civil 3D. I have my invert, I have my rim, I have my information, and I can add different things. There's a whole catalog here for different manufacturers of inlets. How do I want my inlet treated, some reporting on it. And again, just to check a pipe, it brought in all my pipes as those conveyance links. Again, brought over all the intelligence it could, such as diameter and pipe, pipe type and pipe size, inverts, and I can make changes to any of that stuff here. So I can work through my analysis, and another time I'll go through and actually bring over subcatchments and assign rainfall data and all that good stuff. But right now I'm just going to make a simple pipe size change. So I'll change my 12 to a 24. Kind of a startling change, but just enough so that we'll see it actually kick in over on the Civil 3D end. I have all of my pipe runs down there at the bottom, so I can actually work through more than just one pipe at a time. Now I'll go ahead and export again as that HydroFlow storm sewers file, that .stm. I'll just overwrite the one that I had written there. It gives me a little log file. Now I can go back into Civil 3D, find that pipe, so that 12-inch diameter RCP over in Civil 3D, I want to see that change to a 24. So if I pick the pipe, it'll give me that contextual ribbon, and I'll be able to pull down that storm sewers import file, grab the Park Network, update. I could also create a new one, but I'll go ahead and update it, and bang, there's my 24-inch pipe. So as we go through this analysis, so I work through and can find that I don't have to wait till the end to push my pipes over into storm and sanitary analysis to do my sizing calculation. So I could do a preliminary pipe network in Civil 3D, push it over, do my analysis, bring it back, see how I like things, rearrange, and take it back and forth, knowing that any way I push it, my data is going to continue to update and I'm going to be able to continue working. So we'll talk more about this later. Thanks so much.